We finally have an update on what happened to the Grand Theft Auto 6 leaker and hacker, and now what's going to become of this individual. We'll be talking about all of that in this video today and a whole lot more. So it was nearly 300 days ago that Rockstar suffered a hack and an intrusion, and an hour of Grand Theft Auto 6 footage was leaked. And to this day, there's still a lot of mystery behind what happened, but we have received a significant update from the website Reuters. They put out the story a couple of days ago. Teen hacked Uber, Revolut, and Grand Theft Auto maker London court hears. So this is the update. A teenage member of the Laspus hacking group hacked Uber and fintech firm Revolut, then blackmailed the developers of best-selling video game Grand Theft Auto, prosecutors have told a London court. So hopefully I'm pronouncing his name correctly. Arian Kurtaj, 18 years old, is said to have targeted Revolut and Uber in September 2022, accessing around 5,000 Revolut customers' information and causing nearly $3 million of damage to Uber. And prosecutors allege he hacked Rockstar Games days later and threatened to release the planned Grand Theft Auto sequel source code in a Slack message sent to all Rockstar staff. He is also accused, alongside a 17-year-old who cannot be named, of blackmailing Britain's biggest broadband provider, BT Group, and mobile operator EE between July and November 2021. Demanding a $4 million ransom. Now, the pair, who prosecutors say were key players in Laspus, are alleged to have hacked chipmaker Nvidia in February 2022 and demanded payment not to publish its data. Now, prosecutor Kevin Barry told jurors at London's Southwark Crown Court last week that the 17-year-old hacked City of London's police cloud storage weeks after the force arrested him in connection with the attack on BT and EE. And Kurtaj later embarked on a solo cybercrime spree, first targeting Revolut, then Uber 2 days later, before hacking Rockstar Games. Now, Kurtaj has been assessed by psychiatrists as not fit to stand trial. So the jury will determine whether he committed the acts alleged rather than deliver a guilty or not guilty verdict. He has been charged with 12 offenses, including 3 counts of blackmail, 2 counts of fraud, and 6 charges under the Computer Misuse Act. The 17-year-old is standing trial on 2 counts of blackmail, 2 counts of fraud, and 3 charges under the Computer Misuse Act relating the hacking of BT and Nvidia, which he denies. He has previously pleaded guilty to 2 offenses under the Computer Misuse Act and 1 count of fraud. So that is the update that we have so far, and we have gathered a lot of information regarding this. So this information basically reveals the 2 main members of Laspus that were responsible for this, Arian Kurtaj, who they were actually able to reveal, I guess, his identity because 18 years old would make him an adult. And then there's also another 17-year-old who I would assume cannot be revealed because he is still technically considered a minor. So there's a couple of things we do know. Prosecutors allege that this individual, Arian Kurtaj, hacked Rockstar Games, and we obviously know that because 90+ videos were released, about an hour of footage of what the game looks like in development, that of course revealed a ton of details about the title, like the 2 protagonists, Jason and Lucia, that it was going to be set in modern-day Vice City. Now, Rockstar did confirm that the footage was legitimate. They also confirmed that it wasn't reflective of the final product, and they also assured fans that the leak won't delay the development process. But there's a handful of things we also learned from this, is that number one, this hacker also looked like they were going to release the source code of Grand Theft Auto 6 because they sent a Slack message to all Rockstar staff. Think of that as like businessy Discord or business teams. It's a platform that you can use to send files and communicate with people relatively within the same company. If he had released the source code of Grand Theft Auto 6, that could have been absolutely massive in a terrible way. That could have changed the entire landscape of how Rockstar decided to develop this game. And it could have meant that delays of years and years might have happened for GTA 6. Now, thankfully, that did not happen, but we still haven't heard from Rockstar since this has occurred. So even though they said that it wouldn't delay the process, it seems like in a way, maybe it has.
Now, over the past couple of years, there has been a considerable transition between GTA Online and GTA Single Player. In the past, with GTA games such as GTA 4 and the ones before that, the majority of the game was based on GTA Single Player. There was sometimes an online mode including GTA 4, but online was kind of a little subset and in addition to single player. Now in GTA 5, Rockstar took a major leap forward where they essentially split the game 50-50, with online being 50% and single player being 50% as well, so each of those getting its own half of love. Now that of course paid off in the long run, and as we know now, GTA 5 has been really successful, and that means that Rockstar's expectations and the goals for GTA 6 Online are likely even bigger than what we know now. Now, one of the big things that Rockstar will introduce with GTA 6 that is going to make GTA Online way better in the long run is the ability to add new maps over time. Now, originally, GTA 6 was supposed to launch with several different locations, but now we are likely going to only get one. However, in the future, that will be expanded to new locations. We don't know any details about the expanded locations just yet. I really hope that in the future they try to incorporate maybe an international location, which they haven't done before in the GTA series. So I think it's going to be really interesting to see how all of that plays out. But in my opinion, quite possibly the biggest improvement for GTA 6, in my opinion, is actually something that was partially confirmed by Test Funds, which, as you guys know, is a really reliable source when it comes to GTA news. He did say that he is expecting, or at least he wants, Rockstar to patch a lot of the major glitches and a lot of the bugs in GTA Online. Now, my personal opinion is the reason why GTA 5 Online is not super reliable is because the game was never designed to be played how it is today. GTA Online was supposed to be way smaller, and Rockstar built on top of a pretty weak foundation for the game. Now, my personal hope is that Rockstar is completely redoing the code foundation for GTA 6 just to allow them to introduce better updates, improve load times, and more importantly, make the game safer to play, especially on PC. Now, I know a lot of people like doing glitches, and I'm not advocating for that. However, glitches that break the experience for other players, in my opinion, are unacceptable. As someone that mainly plays on PC, this is absolutely prevalent across the board, and while Rockstar, in their defense, has done a pretty good job cracking down on all of this, it is still at levels which, in my opinion, are not okay. So the baseline code of GTA 6 will hopefully be updated. Test Funds says that he expects it to be, so that means that Rockstar will be improving everything, including patching glitches, reducing loading times, and just overall making the game a lot more stable to play, which in my opinion is going to be a small but really impactful change. Another improvement that we're expecting Rockstar to add in GTA 6 Online is actually a patent that they filed a handful of months ago. Now, I made a dedicated video about this a little while ago, so if you're interested in checking that out, feel free, but pretty much the deal is that Rockstar introduced a new type of technology which allows them to take a map of an online game and split the map into several different quadrants. And in each quadrant, it is pretty much a separate online session. And as you move throughout the map, you pretty much get put in a separate online session. Now, that's a very simple way of saying it, but pretty much what this allows Rockstar to do is to make the game a lot more reliable and also dramatically increase the amount of players that are on the map. Now, the introduction of this patent doesn't confirm that it will be included in GTA 6, but in my opinion, what it does confirm is that Rockstar is working on at least some game with a very big map. If the map wasn't big, this type of technology wouldn't be required, but the fact that Rockstar is going out of their way to internally develop something that doesn't exist right now to increase the amount of players on a massive online map, I think that looks pretty promising for the map of GTA 6, but again, we don't know whether this actually applies to GTA 6 just yet. Now, quite possibly, one of the most anticipated improvements for GTA 6 is going to be the improved DLC updates. Now, when Rockstar first introduced updates to GTA Online, they were in truly uncharted territory. This is something they've never done before, and they didn't really know what people liked. Now, GTA Online is about 10 years old now, so Rockstar has way more information about what players actually enjoy, so while we don't have any specifics at the moment, I do expect just the overall quality of the updates to be way better in GTA 6.